Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be doing my first eye look for you. I'm sorry I cannot really zoom in. My eye is not a good camera. But I will do my best and show you guys what I do for my eyes. Today I'm just going to give you a simple goldish, not really gold, okay, I'm going to give you just a simple pretty look. We'll go with that. We'll see where that goes. Or I could just be honest and tell you guys I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I kind of do, but then, I don't know. So this is the soft matte, not matte. This is a MAC Pro Long Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And I'm going to apply that to my whole lid. And this is why I don't apply foundation or concealer to my eyelids, because I add this to my whole eyelid. And I'm just blending it out with the Real Techniques Domed Shadow Brush. I always use this brush to apply my paint pot. Sometimes I lose track of what I'm talking about when I'm having to do it and talk, just so you guys know. I'm not ignoring you, I just forget. I'm a little crazy. Just a little. Just enough. If you're my family or my kids or someone I know, you see I'm a lot crazy. Just kidding. Not really crazy. I'm just my own person, that's it. So, now we have our paint pot on. And just so you guys know, so you don't have to point it out to me, because maybe you might think I'm not aware or I don't know. I am fully aware that this side kind of goes down and this side goes perfectly up. I have hooded eyes and I have some creping in my eyes that causes creasing. So now that we have that out of the way, we can be comfortable with each other and tell each other everything. Just kidding, but just want you guys to know that I am completely aware of these issues. And I'm okay with it. It is what it is. It's what I got. Oh, I'm going to use the MAC, I'm sorry. I'm going to use the MAC 225 brush. And I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contouring Eye Palette. I will not be telling you the names on the back as I use the color because I don't know how to pronounce them. So I'm using this light shade here. I think they are gorgeous. Look at this writing on the back. It's like gold and then it's very like, what do you call that? Like Celtic writing, and it's just pretty. I probably used the wrong word right there, and if I did, I really apologize. Sometimes I want to use one word and another word comes out of my mouth. I know I'm not stupid, I'm actually pretty smart. But I am more book smart than social smart. Kind of anti-social, I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. So now I'm going to take my Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics palette. And I'm going to take my Sephora Rounded Crease 13 brush. It's just a nice domed brush, very soft. I'm going to take the shade Frisk. So it's just a nice neutral, perfect for a transition shade. And I'm just going to add this where like a crease should be. So when I look up, I have a crease. So obviously this color has to go there, but then when I look straight ahead, I don't have a crease. So then this color needs to really go right there and above to transition. This won't be our crease color, but you don't want to have your crease. Sorry, I told you I was going to go over how to handle brushes. You don't want your crease color just to be there and then you don't have a transition shade. So let's get into how the correct way to hold our brushes is, because it's very important. It's important where and how you hold your brushes. So if I'm just like blending, I'm gonna need to just hold my brush here. because I don't need a lot of control. I want it to just go and let the brush do its job. Each brush has a name and a purpose for a reason. It was designed for that reason. I'm going to do the same to this side, and notice how I'm holding my brush at the end because I want it to do its job and I want it to just blend that color out. Right now, I'm not at the point in my eyeshadow where I need a lot of control. I'm just needing color on my eyelid. So just like that, creating a crease. Now this is not even creating our crease yet. This is just creating our transition where our crease will be. Please do not add this on your lid, especially if you have hooded eyes. You'll be mad because I'm going to tell you something. When you have hooded eyes, you never, unless you're doing like a smoky look, and if you're doing a smoky look, then it really doesn't matter if you have hooded eyes or not because your lid and everywhere is going to be like the same color. So it really doesn't matter if you have hooded eyes. But if you're trying to achieve a certain look, you need to pay attention to what shape eye you have. If you have hooded eyes, you're going to want to have a real light color here to bring that out. And the same as when we're highlighting and contouring our face. I highlighted here and now my cheeks are brought out. I contoured here and this part of my cheek is in more. Same with your eyes. You're going to want to contour in where your hood is so that way it will recede back and look like you actually have a crease. And you want your eyelid to recede forward to further accentuate the fact that you have a crease. When really, you don't. I'm telling you, it sucks. I know I don't have the most hooded eyes, and there are people out there that are going to be like, well, my eyes are way more hooded than yours are. Good for you. That sucks. It is not a good thing to say, like, well, my eyes are so hooded. Well, I hate it. I would wish I had those girls' eyes that are, like, sunken right here. And usually, when those women or girls, I only see young girls doing makeup videos, their eyes, when they are sinking, they never have poofy eyes. They're always, like, the more sunken eyes, and their eyelids are sunken. I'm like, I wish my eyes were like that, and they would never be poofy. And ugh. But you know what? It does no good to whine about it, because at least you have eyeballs. Now I'm going to take my next new favorite product, and this is also new. I got this also when I got my other products in the last two videos I just did. This is the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Must-Haves. They have a full palette like this, a full palette, pretty palette. It's not the must-have, but it's a pretty palette, and it's just the size of a regular palette. I'm probably going to go back and get it because I love it. Love, love, love it. And this is, you're going to understand right now why I love it so much. So here are your shades that you have. They are all matte. So, as any other eyeshadow, you can make them, you can wet them to make them stick more, or you can make an eyeliner, whatever, or just put them straight on. But the best part is now with this shade, which is Transforming Hello Light, you can make any of these colors have a pearl to them. And one thing, I'm not a very shimmery person. Now with the holidays coming up, obviously we're going to want more shimmery looks and glamorous, and all that stuff's going to start coming out like crazy. Because there are a lot of holidays and a lot of people are going to parties. So there will be a lot more shimmery shadows coming out. I am not a fan of shimmery shadows. I have hooded eyes. So I hate when I get a palette and half of it, this half would be matte and this half, and all the colors I really want to use, are shimmery. Now I have the option, I can make it shimmery. And that's why I love this palette. So I'm going to start with that same Sephora round brush. I'm going to use this color right here, Believe. It's just a beautiful taupe color. And I'm going to go over what I just did. And if I'm taking forever, I apologize. I just really want to make sure I give you guys my details and all that. So I'm just adding everywhere I already added. Because if you added just the taupe, it wouldn't be very dark. But putting it over this color we already put, it makes the taupe a little bit darker. And the color we added have just a more smoke look to it. It's not just brown. Now it has like a smoky effect. And when you have hooded eyes or downward eyes, I should have put tape on, but sometimes I just don't want that harsh line. And two, if you don't want that harsh line, you can always use the back of a brush and do that, which I'm sure I'll do when I get into darker shades. So now I'm going to go back to my Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here, which I can try to say what it is. This one, first one, it is, no, Liberatus. Liberatus. I don't know, I love it, but I just can't say it. That's stupid. So I'm going to take this shade, it's a pretty dark brown, so don't get heavy-handed with this color and just go in like, look at me, I'm so cool, I'm just going to apply this. You'll regret it. It's not going to work out that well. Then I'm going to take this really thin brush like this. So I don't go past that, but then it's not going to make me have this huge line that I don't want. So I'm just going to take this step 2 for the shadow, the Vintage Company brush, and just figuring where I want that. Using that brush to my benefit, and I kind of want to just keep this in the crease. So when I first used it, I had it facing this way, and then as I got to the crease, I just flipped it and used it up and down. Adding a little more product. Now obviously that still created a bit of a line, but now I know, okay, I know where I'm working, and I can blend that line out. Whereas when you use tape, it gives you a very harsh line that is almost impossible to blend out. So now we're really creating more of a crease. So really putting this in where your crease would be when your eyes open. And then I'm going to take that same brush and just wipe it off, and then I'm going to use it to blend. Just like that. I'm going to do the same to the other eye. It's the wrong eye. So this way, and then this way. I'm blending out. And I always like to, unless I'm doing a smoky eye, I like to keep the darker the shade in the back and get it lighter as I'm going forward. Unless I'm doing a halo look, or like I said, a smoky eye. Other than that, and I have moved my hand up a little bit, I'm sorry I didn't go over that. When you are using a darker color and you need a little more control, how I want to keep it in that V and keep it in that crease, you're going to move it up halfway. So now you don't have full control still, but you have a little bit of control. And then that keeps us where we want to be. You don't want to be right here, because then you're going to be like really rough, and we don't need to do that right now. Now we're going to add, we're going to take this color, Naturally Pretty, and it's just kind of a mauve-y color, and I'm just taking this Real Techniques base shadow brush. It's a nice domed brush, and I'm going to go over that whole area. Again, holding my brush all the way back, because I don't need all that control. And all this is doing, we're not really adding anything, it's just giving a little bit of depth to that color, and more of like a pink rosy color to kind of go with the rest of our face, how we did that pink rose on our cheek and everything. Okay, yes, I make weird faces when I do my makeup. It's okay, I promise. Now I'm going to take this lightest shade again in the round brush, and now I'm going to have more control. So I'm going to keep my hand a little bit closer, so now we have control. And because I really want to focus on my brow bone. So this is where you want to hold close, and you really need focus or control. And I'm just making little circles, so that's well blended. I don't want to have a crazy line there. So again, I'm going to do the same with this side. And then little circles. Just so it's all well blended. And like I said, this is when you want that more controlled look. Now we're going to use our final color with the darks and all of that, and then we're going to highlight and line. I'm going to use Empowered, and this again is more of a focused color. So we're going to want to hold our brush, flick the excess off. We're going to want to hold our brush pretty close. And then I'm going to use a little mirror. And it's better I show you than to try to describe it. So hold your eye open, regardless if you have hooded eyes or regular eyes. And this is an e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush. And it is going right in that crease. And this is, yes, when you are using the control. And then a little bit on the lid. And then go back. Just barely any on the lid though. And then with the control, like that. And then I'm going to take just this rounded brush with that little bit of that Believe color, that taupe color, and that will blend it all up and around. And then that's how you're going to get that deeper color right there. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. And this part, yes, this is, you really want to hold your brush very close and get some real good control. If you don't, you hold it way out here, you're not going to be able to focus in on that little area you want to get into. I'm doing the same with that taupe color. And that's it for our colors. And you can see by blending each color one at a time, I have no creasing and everything's nice and even and well blended. So for our, I'm going to put some of these back so they don't confuse me. I'm really going to want to, sorry guys, my poor brain today is like, I hate you. And I'm pretty sure, like I'm almost 1000% I have makeup in my eye. I want to put my highlight color here. So I'm going to place a real kind of light color on. And then I'm going to place a little bit of shimmer over that. And only because of the holiday, otherwise I would only be placing this light color. And I'm going to use the lightest color in this Kat Von D palette. And this is just the Urban Decay. It's just an Urban Decay brush. It has come off the actual writing. Like that, and that'll give you that real pop and really give you a better crease. And just like that, and I know I have it on my eyelashes. Now is the point where you can decide if you want to actually add eyeliner or if you just want to tight line your eyes. It's up to you. I'm just going to take my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. I'm going to show you guys how I do just my mini wing liner. So I'm not going to do like a crazy wing liner, nothing, not today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this across my lash line. Just taking my time and just laying it literally across my lash line. And instead of following it how it goes round, when it starts to curve, I'm going to go just make it go straight. So how it starts to curve right there, we're not going to go with it, we're going to go straight. And then just we created a straight line, that's it. And then just fill that bottom up. Get it closer to the middle. And then I just go through and make sure we are all even. And just like that. And this is just like a simple liner because you don't want a heavy, well, I guess if you could do like a crazy dramatic wing liner. It's up to you. So the same on this side, I'm just going to place it on my lash line. And then going straight and pulling it all back. Fill it in. And then to the front. And then you can take just a really little itty bitty brush. Try to get the smallest brush you can. And this is just the Urban Decay Polyester Bride. And that just goes right where I put the white. And under the eye. In the tear duct area. Just to add a little bit of shimmer and on the brow bone. And it's very slight, just barely there. And then you can just take whatever's left on your brush and kind of blow out under your eye. Not too much though, but you want it to just blend with your makeup. And that's it for our makeup look. And let's add some mascara. And at this point, if you wear false lashes or anything like that, I would definitely suggest adding that now. Today I'm not going to wear my false lashes. They don't really like my contacts very much. So it's very rare that I actually get to use false lashes. So I'm just going to curl on my lashes. And a trick too is if you have difficult lashes, like if they're real straight, which I don't, they're pretty. Except for this side, it's a jerk. But I don't feel like doing it right now. Lazy, right? But if you do have really bad lashes to where they just stick straight and they don't want to work with you and they don't want to curl, just warm up your eyelash curler with your blow dryer. It'll work. Or even with your lighter, but like everyone has a lighter. Even with a lighter, but at a distance, and it will. You just have to think about it when you curl. Oh my gosh, I have black on my face. When you curl your hair, you use heat on your curling iron or straighten your hair. So when you curl your eyelashes, you need some heat to curl them. So very slightly heat it up. Don't make your eyelash curler hot and burn your eyes. It doesn't need to be as hot as a curling iron. Just warm enough to curl your lashes. But most of us who grew up in the 80s and 90s already know that little trick. Been using it forever. But if you don't know it, now you learned something new. And you should be learning something new every day. It's very important. And I just do as many coats as I want until I'm satisfied with the look of my eyelashes. Which this side always looks like stupid. I do my bottom lashes. And that's it. That is our full face foundation, contour, crazy hair with bobby pins. It's crazy anyway, so that's it. Full face with our foundation, more coverage and more contour, and a nice, just simple, but you can still festive it up. You can add more glitter to it. You can even deepen it up with black in that crease area and take that under the eyes. That'll really smoke it out and make it very dramatic. It just depends on what you like and what you want to do. And you should probably fix your hair if you're going to go out and not be like me and not fix your hair. And a nice highlight. Exciting. So if you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. If you have any requests for upcoming videos, let me know. Or maybe you guys have tips for me that I don't know and I haven't tried yet. Anything you guys want to talk about, just let me know and I will get back to you. And until then, I will see you guys in my next video.